When you think of ancient humans, you probably imagine this: dirty, stupid, and living inside caves all day. But almost everything you know is completely wrong. Ancient humans weren't dumb. They were some of the smartest survivors in history. Without supermarkets, without electricity, without hospitals, every single day was a survival challenge. And here's the biggest surprise. If ancient humans weren't primitive, then who were they? Continue in part 2. The first myth: ancient humans lived in caves all their lives. Actually, caves were mostly temporary shelters. Most people preferred building homes outside. These shelters protected families from rain, snow, and dangerous animals. Another myth says ancient humans wore almost nothing, but surviving the Ice Age required surprisingly advanced clothing. Scientists have even discovered bone needles over 40,000 years old. That means they weren't just surviving. They were inventing solutions to impossible problems. And the next myth is even more surprising. Ancient humans created masterpieces 20,000 years before the pyramids. Continue to part 3. Believe it or not, ancient humans were artists. Some cave paintings are over 20,000 years old. These weren't random drawings. Many scientists believe they were teaching the next generation. But art wasn't their only talent. Ancient humans even made jewelry. Some pieces are over 100,000 years old. They weren't just surviving, they cared about beauty too. And here's something almost nobody knows. Ancient humans made music, long before cities even existed. But the biggest myth is still coming. Part 4. Here's another myth. Ancient humans only cared about survival. The truth: they cared for each other. Scientists have discovered skeletons of people who survived serious injuries, family feeding injured tribe member inside cozy, prehistoric shelter beside warm fire. That doesn't sound primitive. It sounds human. And they probably spoke complex languages too. Coordinating huge hunts wasn't possible without communication. Their success depended on teamwork, not brute strength. But wait until you see how intelligent they really were. Continue to part 5. Ancient humans didn't just find fire, they learned to control it. Fire meant warmth, safe food, and protection. Without fire, our species might never have survived. They also created specialized tools for almost every job. Every tool had a purpose. Some stone tools were so well made they lasted for thousands of years. And they didn't stay in one place. Over thousands of years, humans spread across almost the entire planet. They adapted to deserts, jungles, mountains, and frozen lands. That doesn't sound like primitive people. It sounds like incredible survivors. So what's the biggest myth of all? Continue to part 6. So, were ancient humans actually less intelligent than us? The answer might surprise you. Scientists believe people living 10,000 years ago had brains just as capable as ours. The biggest difference wasn't intelligence, it was technology. Every generation built upon the discoveries of the last. Without ancient humans, there would be no modern world. Every invention started with someone asking, "What if?" Curiosity changed human history forever. And the biggest myth is that they were somehow less human than we are. The final truth changes everything. Continue to part 7. There's one word that gives us the wrong picture. Most ancient humans didn't spend their lives hiding in caves. They explored, adapted, and kept moving. They crossed continents without roads or maps. Every generation learned and passed that knowledge forward. That knowledge became civilization. Without their discoveries, there would be no world we recognize today. The people we call primitive built the foundation of everything. Maybe they weren't primitive at all. Maybe they were simply the first chapter of us.